assessment of just how bad the situation is in Gaza?
Good evening, Matthew. Thanks for having me. The situation in Gaza is indescribable. It is beyond catastrophic because we are witnessing relentless human suffering where there is extreme shortages of life-saving supplies, including food, water, medications, fuel, and everything. Civilians in Gaza are struggling every single day for the basic necessities, including even hygiene supplies, diapers for babies, baby formula, and all of these things, while at the same time, the entire population are completely relying on humanitarian aid because there is no aspects of a production in Gaza after a 1 year of the war. 96% of the people in Gaza do not have enough food. 90% of the children, according to UNICEF, suffer from food poverty, and 90% of Gaza population are internally displaced, and they are living a continuous fear, uncertainty, not knowing where to go because there is no safe places left for them.
Yes.
There is not enough tents for everyone, and there is also no relief supplies, for example, mattresses, blankets, clothes for the winter or the summer. So all of these things are the daily struggles for civilians in Gaza.
Yes. Tell me, because we know that over the last couple of days, a number of trucks have got through, but tell me, in terms of what has got through, contrast that with the scale of the need, and how frustrating is it to be there trying to get the work done, trying to get aid in when it is being stopped?
Since the beginning of the war on Gaza, a few aid trucks are allowed to get in. So this is even does not scratch the surface of the needs because the entire population are completely relying on humanitarian aid. For example, before the escalation, Gaza was getting almost 500 trucks every single day, but now in best days, we're getting almost 100 trucks. But at the same time, we're getting emerging needs. For example, people now need tents, need relief supplies. So instead of increasing the number of aid trucks than the number that was getting before the war, now we're getting less trucks to the extent that there is extreme shortages of everything, including like sanitation supplies, for example, shampoo, soap. A bottle of shampoo now is almost $30. So people are getting rashes, skin diseases, and the internally displaced communities are suffering every single day because of the lack of supplies. At the same time, Rafah crossing has been closed since May.
Yeah.
For example, before the closure of Rafah, the Palestine Red Crescent received almost 22,000 aid trucks. Since the closure of Rafah, barely 60 aid trucks that the Palestine Red Crescent received. So almost all of our relief services stopped because of the lack of supplies and the humanitarian aid.
Let me just ask you,
again.
And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but as you were speaking, the UN ambassador for